So you've heard of art galleries and history museums, but there are also special interest museums for those with an acquired taste. For today's story, the opening of the first ever cheese museum. Musée de Fromage opened in the heart of Paris, France. Visitors are met with numerous ways to learn about the country's history with cheesemaking. This includes learning the story behind some of the most famous cheeses, watching cheese being made, talking to cheesemakers, and tasting the cheese itself. The Good News Network reported that the museum's mastermind is cheese enthusiast Pierre Brisson. When he arrived in Paris 15 years ago, he saw how developed the culture surrounding wine is. However, he didn't see the same amount of love being given to cheese. He told The Guardian, "We hear a lot about wines and how they are made and the subtleties of taste and how they are produced, and nothing about cheese. Although people like eating it and the demand for cheese is still high, fewer youngsters want to make a career of it." Brisson's passion for cheese flourished when he was a boy. He recalled memories of when his father would take him to a cheesemonger after Sunday church service. He said to The Guardian, "I was at the height of the display and would look at all the marvelous cheeses in front of my eyes. I became fascinated by where they came from and how they were made." To make his museum possible, Brisson recruited 6 cheesemakers to educate visitors about the craft of producing different varieties of cheese from live milk. This included the role of bacteria and the animals from which the milk comes from. One of the cheesemakers, Guillaume Gobert, said to The Guardian, "The French love cheese. We want them to understand each stage of how it is made, and hopefully they will go away and make some cheese of their own." Anyone at home who wants to see Musée de Fromage can make a booking on their website, museefromageparis.com. The time and date can be selected. As for the tickets, it will cost €20 per adult and €13 per child. Tickets can be bought as a gift voucher, but it can only be used within the year that it's been bought. So for example, if you buy it on July 18 of this year, it will be valid until July 18 of 2025. I'm surprised we didn't already have a cheese museum because of how popular the food is. Cheese is one of the most common foods consumed by people today. According to an article from bestofrance.ca, a person from France consumes an average of 57 pounds of cheese each year, which is a lot of cheese. Where I'm getting at is that cheese has woven its way into many dishes we consider cuisine. American hamburgers, Korean corn dogs, Italian pizza, and Canadian poutine, to name a few. It's crazy how prior to the museum's opening, there wasn't much covering the history of cheese and its cultural impact on the countries they hail from. But now we have a place dedicated to that. Thank you for joining me today on Tearful Grotto. If you enjoy what you've heard and want more, come join me next time.